Hello everyone, welcome back to the Retro Riddler, the one-stop shop for lovers of all things retro gaming. If you've been with us for the past 2 episodes, you know we've been diving deep into Aladdin's journey through the 16-bit world. But today, we're ramping it up. We're not just discussing one platform, we're pitting the SNES version against the Genesis version in the ultimate Aladdin Showdown. It's going to be an all-out battle to decide which version of this timeless classic really does justice to the tale of Agrabah. We're talking graphics, gameplay, sound and much more. Sit tight, this is going to be a roller coaster of nostalgia and meticulous analysis. To truly appreciate the gravity of today's showdown, let's take a time machine back to the early 90s. The console wars were at their peak. Nintendo's Super Nintendo Entertainment System was all about polished graphics and intricate gameplay, appealing to a wide audience. On the other side of the ring, Sega Genesis was like the rebellious teenager, breaking boundaries with its edgier lineup and aggressive marketing. Both had a lot at stake, and both wanted a piece of Disney's Aladdin to bolster their respective libraries. The task of developing Aladdin went to 2 different giants, Capcom for the SNES and Virgin Games for the Genesis. The result? 2 games that shared a title and yet were fundamentally different experiences. Each game had its own story to tell, from how they were developed to the unique challenges they posed. Today, we're diving into the corners of these iconic titles to decide which version holds the true magic. Diving straight into the visual realm, both versions offer something mouth-watering. Remember the animated flamboyance of Agrabah on the SNES? That was the result of Capcom's commitment to staying as true to the Disney source material as possible. On the flip side, the Genesis version boasts Disney-approved, hand-drawn sprites, but takes a different route. The tones are slightly darker, the atmosphere denser, and it resembles the original film's art direction closely. Capcom chose to use a more vivid palette to make characters' environments pop, creating a fairy tale-like ambience. Virgin Games opted for a darker, cinematic feel, bringing a level of grit that aligned well with its gameplay mechanics. Whether you appreciate the animated authenticity of the SNES or the cinematic brilliance of the Genesis, both interpretations have their merits. It's an artistic tug-of-war, and choosing a side isn't easy. For me, the look of Aladdin just feels better on the Mega Drive, so while I will personally go for the visual style and appeal of the Mega Drive over the SNES, as always, it's down to preference. When it comes to gameplay, oh wow, are we spoilt for choice. Capcom's SNES version gives us a colourful, exploration-rich experience, emphasising intricate platforming and puzzle solving. You'll be leaping between floating platforms, dodging a myriad of obstacles, and using your wits to pass through the game's cleverly designed levels. Now, transport yourself to the Genesis version, and it's almost like walking into a different story. Here, Aladdin wields a sword, adding a combat element to the game that's notably absent on the SNES. The Genesis version is action-packed, filled with intense sword fights, bosses that test your combat skills, and levels designed to get your adrenaline pumping. You could argue that these are 2 completely different games sharing the same title, each with its unique set of levels, challenges and gameplay mechanics. The SNES edition leans more towards classic platforming with a slice of strategy, while the Genesis edition amps up the excitement with its dynamic combat sequences. It's like choosing between an elegant ballet and an exhilarating action movie. Both have their charms and challenges. I will go for a point in both versions here. Both versions deliver big when it comes to music and sound, but how they achieve this is a testament to the unique capabilities of their respective consoles. The SNES, with its advanced audio hardware, delivers a lush, orchestral experience. It's like having a Disney film score in the background as you jump from platform to platform. Songs like A Whole New World get the royal treatment here, translated into beautiful quality. Now the Genesis has its distinct approach. While its audio chip might not deliver the same level of complexity, what it does deliver is extremely effective. Upbeat, catchy tunes that are perfect for its action-packed gameplay give life to the Genesis version. The Genesis managed to pack its own emotional punch, capturing the essence of the game's adventurous spirit. It's a trade-off between quality and character, and both consoles use their unique attributes to bring something special to the table. You have to decide whether you're in the mood for a symphony or a rock concert. Either way, your ears are in for a treat. Here again for me, I feel the Genesis version relates more closely to the musical score I loved from the animated film at the time, and it particularly appeals to my upbeat and cheerful music tastes. A point for the Genesis here. So here we are, at the crossroads of an epic showdown. Both the SNES and Genesis versions of Aladdin are a feast for the senses. While the SNES excels in delivering a fairy tale experience, filled with dreamy visuals and orchestral soundtracks, the Genesis brings a rougher, more action-orientated game that aligns with its own brand identity. Neither game is a mere licensee cash grab. Each is a labour of love that reflects the unique capabilities and philosophies of their respective consoles. Both games offer a timeless experience that doesn't merely play on nostalgia, but stands as proof that video games can be an art form, touching us in ways few other mediums can. Me, personally, I feel the Genesis version offers graphics, gameplay and audio more suited to my tastes, and for that I will always stand on that side of the fence. However, if you dig around, it doesn't take long to find a number of people that would stand opposite. Well, whatever side you stand on, the real winner in this battle, it's us, the gamers, who are privileged enough to discuss, dissect and most importantly, play these masterpieces even decades later. Well, that wraps up today's epic comparison, Aladdin on SNES versus Sega Genesis, a battle for the ages. Have we changed your minds or reinforced your existing preferences? We want to hear from you. Please drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if this in-depth analysis has kept you glued to your screen, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more retro goodness coming your way, so please make sure you're in the loop and come and join us for daily retro gaming videos. Until next time, bye for now.